First on Connecticut's news station, I-95 is closed in Norwalk in both directions this morning, nearly 24 hours after a fiery crash on the highway, setting up what's expected to be a commuting nightmare for thousands of drivers. Thank you for waking up with us here on Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus. I'm Symphony Privet. Our crews are now working to demolish the overpass that was charred in that crash. Despite the fiery video you're about to see here, no one was hurt. We are told both sides of I-95 in Norwalk at exit 15 will be closed until at least Monday morning, cutting off a major traffic corridor linking New England and New York. Governor Lamont declared a state of emergency in response to the big crash. Now, he said this will help expedite resources to the crash site for cleanup and getting the highway back open. Now, we also want to note Norwalk public schools are closed today. Town officials are asking people to work from home if possible. We're told crews will work all through the weekend to get things back up and moving by next week. Now, we have live team coverage into the traffic impacts this morning. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is live in Norwalk this morning for a closer look at the work being done out there. Brooke, what are you seeing?
Well, right now that demolition has not yet begun. It was said, according to that press conference yesterday and all of those state officials, to start at 3 o'clock this morning. That has not been the case. If you want to take a look, this is our vantage point here of that bridge this morning. You can see they have a lot of lights set up. They have everything completely blocked off. Really, really strange seeing this highway empty at this time of day. Usually there's already quite a few people coming through at this point. Very, very busy traveled section. But that demolition has not yet started. We're not exactly sure if there's some sort of delay or what they're waiting for. Don't see any heavy machinery, at least on this side of the bridge. So that demolition's not underway yet. But let's kind of recap and see what happened. The officials say that this crash happened when a car cut off a semi-truck yesterday morning. Now, in turn, the tanker swerved to avoid that crash and then caught fire. It came to a stop right under that overpass. First responders said nobody was seriously hurt. The Connecticut DOT leaders say about 4,000 gallons of gas spilled and burned right under that bridge, creating significant damage as the heat melted and warped those steel beams that are holding up the bridge. They say that it isn't going to collapse, but it's not safe for cars to go under it or go across it. Leaders say the pavement that was underneath the truck will likely need to be redone as well. The demolition is expected to take about 24 hours. Now, once that's done and the area is actually deemed safe, the interstate can reopen. Leaders say their goal is to hopefully have everything up and running by Monday morning. They tell us around 160,000 people usually pass through this area on any given rush hour, as it's one of the most heavily traveled sections of highway in the country. Once Governor Lamont declared a state of emergency yesterday, that allowed federal funding to come in. That also allowed federal crews to be put into place for a faster demolition to try to get Connecticut back on its feet. Now, the bridge rebuild itself for Fairfield Avenue is expected to take about a year. Whenever they actually start rebuilding the bridge portion, 95, of course, is expected to be open by Monday, but that overpass is just not quite going to be near as quick. Now, another thing, Norwalk leaders say that they are hoping that people will stay at home. If you can, if you're in New York City, if you're here in Connecticut, going anywhere between the two, try to work from home today. They say that's going to be your best bet, as this is likely, even with the detours, set to be a nightmare over the next couple of hours. Live in Norwalk, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Alrighty, thank you, Brooke. We'll be sure to check in with you this morning as soon as we get an alert from you that that bridge is coming down. So we will have those updates throughout the morning. Now, as for getting around this mess for the time being, we are checking in with Rachel Piscatelli this morning, giving us a better idea of different routes that are available this morning. Rachel.
Yeah, Symphony. So during the press conference that happened at 9:30, they kind of were providing some of those alternative routes. But definitely, obviously, as Brooke said and Brooke mentioned, if you have that opportunity to work from home, I definitely want to do that, because it will be a nightmare. Closure of I-95 in Norwalk will impact about 1,600, or rather 160,000 drivers each day. So that's pretty impressive. That's according to the state DOT. So it's clear this closure, even if just for a few days, has the potential to cause gridlocks across the area. I know that Norwalk also has put local detours in place. So here is the map showing alternative routes officials are urging people to use. Truck drivers should use Interstate 84 to get across Connecticut, and anyone coming here from New York, so if you have any friends there and points to the south, they can take Interstate 87 to Newburgh and then get on 84 East. Everyone except for truck drivers can also utilize the Merritt Parkway at the Wilbur Cross Parkway, which runs parallel to I-95 from Milford south to the state lines. Now, this video of the backup from yesterday in Norwalk, officials want to avoid scenes like this. I mean, it was standstill traffic. So detours are put in place. Governor Lamont is asking people traveling to New York to consider riding Metro North, which also has added services to help commuters. And of course, we will keep an eye on the roads all morning right here on Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus. You will find more coverage of the impacts from this crash on I-95 on our free Fox 61 News app. Use our QR code that you're seeing on your screen right now. You can download it or go to fox61.com 24/7. And Symphony, we know that area well. You and I kind of cover team coverage, traffic, day in and day out, and it's always gridlock there. It's always a slow go. So this is definitely just going to impact more people today.